In NASCAR, tensions ran high on the track in a recent Cup race in Kansas, where drivers Ross Chastain and Noah Gragson came to blows. Chastain's aggressive driving style had rubbed Gragson the wrong way, and things escalated quickly both on the track and on the pit road. As a result, fists flew and tempers flared in a dramatic duel between two of NASCAR's drivers. So fans, watch out the whole video on NASCAR Zone and have a better look at Sunday's race. But before we dive into that, do subscribe to our channel and hit the like button. So how were the race at the Kansas Speedway and the aftermath of Ross Chastain-Noah Gragson? Denny Hamlin had just left victory lane after beating Kyle Larson in an exciting NASCAR Cup Series race at Kansas Speedway on Sunday with a last lap pass when his crew chief, Chris Gabehart, made a bold claim. Gabehart was saying, he's the best race car driver in the world. But Gabehart wasn't talking about his own driver, so it was awkward. Hamlin said with a wry grin, "That tells you what he thinks of me." Gabehart was talking about Larson, who was in the lead in the last laps on a hot day in the middle of the country. This time, though, Hamlin did better. He followed Larson for about 30 laps before making two failed tries to take the lead in the last few laps. Finally, as the last race turned on the backstretch, Hamlin pulled up next to Larson and made just enough touch to send him into the outside wall. This gave Hamlin a clear path to the finish line. Since last year's Coca-Cola 600, when Hamlin last won a race, he had not won in 33 races. It was also Joe Gibbs Racing's 400th win in NASCAR's Top Series, and it gave Hamlin a record fourth win at Kansas.
We were both pedaling the throttle on the exit. I was sideways and he was sideways, and then as he started to kind of get ready to clear, I knew it was going to be close whether he was going to clear me, and I'm just trying to grind on his left side, trying to keep the side draft as tight as I could, and it's just a super sensitive part of the car if you get to the left rear, and obviously it hooked him to the right.
Hamlin said he would talk to Larson at some point about the finish. Larson said,
"I haven't seen a replay yet. Obviously I was really loose, and he got to my inside finally off of two and was side drafting extremely aggressively. It felt like touching, so I don't know if that just, he finally touched me enough to turn me right, which was weird. I don't know if he was behind me or what, but it turned me right, which was weird. So yeah, obviously I want to be upset. I just haven't seen a replay to even know what happened."
Larson came in second, and William Byron, who was 2 laps behind for more than 50 laps in the middle of the race, came back to join Larson in the top 3. Before things got heated on pit road, Bubba Wallace, who won the fall race at Kansas, was in 4th place, and Ross Chastain was 5th. A fight on the pit road between Trackhouse Racing driver Ross Chastain and Legacy Motor Club driver Noah Gragson marred the race's exciting finish. During the race, Gragson and Chastain were going side by side through turn 4, which pushed Gragson into the wall. As the two cars went down the front stretch, the Legacy Motor Club driver would hit Chastain's number 1 Camaro right away. Chastain came in 5th, and Gragson was 5 laps behind him in 29th place. After the race was over, Gragson's anger didn't go away, so he met the Trackhouse driver on the pit road. As soon as Gragson grabbed Chastain by the fire suit, the talk went in a bad direction.
I thought I would clear you. Gragson, you bored the out of this man. What the f*** is your problem? Hey, we got this one right here. Let's go. We got this one. All right, come on, guys. Chill out. Get back. Come on. The f***'s your deal, dude? Come on now.
Both drivers told Fox Sports what they thought about what happened on the track after the fight. Chastain said,
"I got tied off of 4 for sure, and Noah and I have a very similar attitude on the racetrack, and we train together, we prepare together, we know each other's every little bit about each other. So yeah, I definitely crowded him up off of 4, and he took a swipe at us in 3, and then came down, grabbed a hold of me." And
Gragson said,
"Yeah, I just got fenced by the 1. He took care of us at Talladega, and didn't, we're Chevrolet teammates, and didn't work with us there, and then fenced us here, and I'm just over it. Nobody else has the balls to at least, confront him. So if you don't at least just grab him and do something, he's just going to keep doing it, and I'm over it. You know, it's the second time. I have respect for, you know, Justin Marks and the rest of the Trackhouse team, and that's why I'm not wrecking him on the racetrack, but I'm ready to fight him. You know, I didn't even get a shot in because the security guards got in the middle of it, but, you know, nobody confronts the guy. He just keeps doing it, and I'm sick and tired of it.
This is the second time. Chastain has won the hearts of NASCAR fans with his watermelon-smashing win celebration and his last-ditch Hail Melon wall ride move from last year. But the watermelon farmer's aggressive and sometimes risky driving style continues to irritate many of his rivals. What do you think of Ross Chastain's wrecks and rivals after every race? Let us know in the comments section below. Be sure to hit the bell button and subscribe to our channel to get the latest updates. We all know Chastain is known for wrecking in every race, and this time was no exception. But what he did last week sparked fierce debate among Larson and Brennan Poole. Let's take a look at that too. He has put a target on his back after triggering a collision early in the Worth 400. Brennan Poole and Austin Dillon were jockeying for position coming into a turn on lap 81 when Chastain's number 1 Chevrolet Camaro collided with Poole's number 15 Ford Mustang, sending the Rick Ware Racing driver careening into the outside wall and colliding with Kyle Larson. The video of the accident shows what happened next and how badly the driver of Hendrick Motorsports' number 5 Chevy was injured. Poole was unhappy because this was his first Cup Series start since 2020, and he didn't hold back when he spoke with Fox Sports' Jamie Little.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not exactly sure, but I feel like I just got ran over. As soon as he ran into me, I just got shoved in the corner like way too deep, and I was turned around. So I think it was the one. Was it the one? Yeah, so, you know, go figure. I mean, just a joke. I mean, 80-something laps into a race, no reason. I was side by side with the 3, just got them outside. There's not like I could go anywhere or give him any more room than what I had, and he just ran me over. So I think it's just kind of pathetic, but I don't know, it seems to be something Ross does a lot recently, so just uncalled for. My first time in a new Cup car, and I get 80 laps out for what? For no reason.
Larson, a 30-year-old native of Elk Grove, California, was noticeably worried following the Chastain-caused crash that ended his second consecutive race event at Dover's Monster Mile.
Yeah, I mean, I was coming fast from behind. My car was super good there, and the lappers were too wide in front of us, and it seemed like Ross just kind of got in a hurry there, I'm guessing, and I don't know if he was frustrated with the 15 or just got in a hurry and made a mistake, but crashed him before we ever got to the corner, and I was committed to the top, and he slid up, so nowhere for me to go, but hopefully I just hope our luck turns around soon. I mean, we have the fastest car every damn weekend, and doesn't seem to work out.
Ross immediately said he was sorry on the radio. At what point does "I'm sorry" not be enough with all the wrecks of the last year?
I don't know. I mean, I would understand, third stage or something, but that was middle of the first stage, and to make an error like that, and his errors never affect him negatively. So it's just, I'm not saying anything about that. I just find it funny how he always comes out on the good end. So it just is what it is.
Here's what Ross Chastain said after the race to deal with what happened.
Whoever got in the lead was going to have a good shot at it. Jamie, I first have to say I'm so sorry to Brennan and everybody at Rick Ware's team. I owe a big apology and a bit more. When I get home from Skip Barber tomorrow, I'll head over there and talk to those guys and make some of that right. So
you're not the only one who feels that Chastain's wrecks are starting to meld together. Everyone from NASCAR's Kyle Busch and Denny Hamlin to his Trackhouse Racing colleague Daniel Suarez has been angered by Chastain's actions. We will see Chastain in the next Cup Series race, which will be on May 14 at 3 p.m. ET at Darlington Raceway. So that is for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Tell us in the comments what you think about the video. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel to see more of our videos on NASCAR updates. Look forward to seeing you in the next video.